3.2 problem of the day.
Stefan, do you hear that?
Multiplying decimals. 3.3 problem of the day. 1.06 divided by 0.2. First, you have to move the decimal to the side. But what you do to the dividend, you have to do the dividend. And then you have to move that to the side once too. That way you have 2 divided by 10.6. Now, since you can't do 2 divided, or you can't do 1 divided by 2, but you can do 10 divided by 2, which equals 5. And then you subtract 10, 0, drop the 6, and put your decimal up there. So now you have 6 divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 would equal 3, and then you get your answer 5.3, but make sure you subtract, and then you get 0. 3.4 problem of the day. How to solve equations containing decimals. First, we have w subtract 5.8 equals 1.2. So first, we have to add 5.8, but then that cancels out. So then you have to add this. That means w equals, so then this would be 0, 1. W equals 7. Next, we have r plus 3.91. So this time, we will have to subtract. And then we'll set this up. And then we're going to carry over. And then this would be 7, and then this would be a 1. And then 4, and then 24.1. So r would equal 24.1. Next, we have 1.2 times y equals negative 1.44. So first, we would divide. Then we have to set it up. And you'd move your decimal over. What you do on the outside, you have to do on the inside. So then it'd be that 12 goes into 14 one time. Then you subtract 12. And then you get 2, and then you get 4. And then put up the decimal. Then 12 goes into 24 2 times. And then you get your answer of 1.2. And make sure, since it's a negative, you have to put your negative sign, because a negative and a positive equals negative. Next, we have n divided by 8.2 equals negative 0.6. 3.6, how to multiply fractions. 1/4 times negative 2/3. First, you have to set it up like this right here. And then you can multiply. But here we have 2 numbers that can be divided by 2. So then 2 divided by 4 would be 2, and this would be 1. And then you can go ahead and multiply. 1, that would equal negative 1, because there's a negative right there. And then that would equal 6, because it's a negative 1/6. And then that's your answer. 3.7 problem of the day. First, you have your problem. 3/4 divided by 6/7. Then, you would change that into 3/4 times 7/6, because you have to flop it. And then you would just multiply that. Then these go into each other. So then you get 7 and, or you get 7, or you get 7 over 12. Then that's your answer. 3.8 helps you solve equations containing fractions. First, we have m plus 1/6 equals 5/6. To solve this, you will need to subtract. So you would subtract 1/6, and then subtract 1/6 from there, because when you do it on one side, you have to do the other. But this cancels out because it equals 0. So now, m would equal 5 over 6, subtract 1/6. So then you would get 4 over 6. So m equals 4 over 6. Next we have n equals 1/5. N subtract 1/5 equals 3/5. So then we would have to add. That cancels out. And then you would have n equals 3/5 plus 1/5. And then you would get 4 over 5 as your answer. Next you have 1/5 times x equals 4. First, you would have to turn 4 into a fraction. And then after that, you can do your problem. So then you would have to multiply 5 over 1. Okay, that cancels out. So then this would be 5 over 1. So x equals 4 times 5 over 1. So then you'd multiply that. 20 over 1, which would equal 20. So your answer is 20. And then our next problem is 6 over 1 times y, which would equal 1 over 2. First, you would have to set this up in a division problem. So first it would be 1 over 6, that cancels out, and then it's times 1 over 6. So then y equals that's a 1, and 2 times 6, and then 2 over 12, and then 1 over 6 is your answer.